Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my Sims 4 Covenant Legacy Challenge. My name is Ronald the Simmer and this is Season 3, Episode 10. With sorrow, Prince Victor would leave Sirius again, this time temporarily. He would leave to tell his father King Vladislaus of Moira's terms, and in return he would tell his daughter of his father's terms. Victor was terrified, however. His father was an intimidating man, and the news that Moira wouldn't come, and not only wouldn't come, but he would be staying in Sirius permanently, was nerve-wracking for him. The potential of Hallows and Sirius's alliance breaking hung heavy in the air, and the thought of war between their two countries frightened the prince's father. A cynical, non-believing man, Victor prayed to Gaia out of desperation. He was from a kingdom of no gods. Vampires were the gods. But in this feeble moment, Victor hoped by praying to Gaia, the worst would be avoided and peace between his daughter and his father would prevail. But as Victor left, celebrations were happening. Just as Thea and Hephaestus married, so did Amelia and Nara. Hosted at Elodie Castle, Queen Moira arranged a double wedding in honor of her Lady Knight, Princess Amelia, and her pessimistic cousin, Princess Nara, both marrying two of Queen Moira's Angel Queen's guard. Amelia to Capheus, and Nara to Tristan, fulfilling their betrothals. With this new marriage, Moira decided to award her cousin Amelia with the wedding gift. With her recent name day and her newfound marriage, Moira knew Dioneira's descendants needed a home to call their own. And so she awarded Amelia with new land and a new home. This castle was called Raval and had been getting built for months under the careful and secret instructions of Queen Moira. Amelia was excited. Not only was she now a princess and a part of Moira's high council, she was also a high lady. With her new rising rank, Amelia, with the blessing of the queen, would create a new cadet branch, naming her coven Mortalum. Hey guys, so we are currently here at the kind of wedding of, I guess, Princess Amelia and Princess Nara. Right now, the queen is sitting in her chair as she watches, of course, the party festivities go on. But guys, as you can see right here, we do have little Princess Sienna. So this is very surprising to me, guys, because like off screen, when she did age up, she actually ended up getting some type of blonde hair. And I'm guessing it comes from like the vampire glitch, because if you guys don't know, the vampires, they always glitch out with their hair colors and their eye colors, which is so annoying to me. But yeah, she was born with not platinum blonde hair or not even a silver hair that, you know, the witches usually have, but she was born with some actual blonde hair, which was very surprising to me. So to my surprise, she was not born with either the brown hair or the black hair from mother, but blonde hair. And it's more of like a dusty blonde, which I think is kind of cute. But the Princess Sienna was born with it. And I find it so funny and interesting that ended up happening. I'm just gonna kind of like maybe pretend like it's probably a recessive gene. Like I was gonna revert it back to either brown or black, but I wanted to. I like the idea that maybe she kind of got this hair color because of the fact that she comes from a line of people with blonde hair, and so maybe she kind of inherited this hair color as like a mixture between her mother and her father. But yes, this is the hair color that Princess Sienna has. I think it's kind of cool. She has like, it's not even honey, but it's very much a dusty type of blonde, which I think the queen is probably very happy about, honestly, because at least her child looks somewhat like a witch in some type of capacity. You know, she doesn't look like a normal witch compared to the other witches within court, but she definitely has some type of like lighter hair compared to what she thought her daughter would have. So I think it's kind of cool. She's right now just taking care of her a little bit. I think we're gonna go ahead and put her back inside of the crib in a little bit though. But she did age up, and the trait that she randomized was the sensitive trait. So she's a sensitive little baby, and she loves being held. She's a little spoiled, Sienna. Um, but yes, right now we are having the wedding of Amelia and Nara. Where is a mother seer? Is she here? Oh, here she is. She's in the restroom right now. Princess Hestia, the mother said she's in her third trimester, so she could pop at any moment. I'm hoping it won't be at the wedding. Um, but she does indeed. She did host the wedding for the queen at Sirius, not Sirius Castle, but Elodie Castle, and now Tristan is now an Ether, and Capheus is now a Mortalum, guys. So that is the new name that Princess Amelia has chosen for herself, guys. She was granted land by the queen. She's now the High Lady of Raval, and she owns the castle Raval now. But she decided to go ahead and create a new cadet branch for her household, a new cadet branch of the Odina dynasty, which is kind of cool. So there is, I think, two cadet branches right now. I think they have the Ethers and now the Mortalums. So Amelia is going to be the basically the founder of the Mortalum Coven, and hopefully she will have children to carry on that bloodline. Now, um, there was a lot of discussions that happened last episode regarding a lot of things. Right now, Prince Vlad, but Prince Vladislaus is off and hollow right now, trying to kind of smooth things over with his father. I guess we can go ahead and get the queen to go ahead and bring down Sienna. She can go ahead and put down Sienna inside her crib. But yeah, right now, Victor, guys, he is in hollow. And as you all know, in the beginning of the episode, um, is she not gonna put her in a crib? I guess not. Vlad was very much Vlad. Victor was very much griping about what he would do in the future regarding with his father and his daughter. Because as we all know, Moira decided that she's not going to be traveling to Hollow. She was like, I'm not leaving my queendom. My grandfather could come here if he so chooses to. And so right now Victor is kind of being used as an envoy between the two families, trying to kind of garner peace between them, because right now, guys, the king of Hollow, is not too happy about the fact that his granddaughter, what he believed what made her special, which was her vampiric side, is no longer vampiric, and he is very angry about that, and he wishes to rectify whatever is going on. And he even offered to basically turn Queen Moira back into a vampire, which I guess is possible for them. But yeah, he's not too thrilled about his granddaughter's decisions and essentially making her. I guess the butler's gonna maybe pick up Sienna. Pick up your daughter. I guess the butler will. That's fine. But yes, Victor is right now talking to Vlad, and by the end of the episode, we will go ahead and see what Vlad's offer is. So that is something that Queen Moira is definitely going to be anticipating with her father, to know basically what Vlad wants and if he is going to accept Queen Moira's terms. Um, but I want to get three things done today. I want to get I want to, of course, consummate Amelia's and Nara's marriages, and then I also want to get the queen pregnant again with her, I guess, her fourth child. And I'm hoping that this time it will be Elle who is the father. Um, and there was a lot of like interesting points that a lot of you guys made in the comments, especially with Princess Sienna. Um, from my knowledge, I didn't expect Sienna to have this hair color, so we all thought basically. I know one person in particular. Let me go look it up. Olivia Hunt actually made the she made this comment, and it was about Princess Sienna. And of course, it was about also Queen Moira and how she would probably handle the Princess Orlin. She's right now outside of this chamber. Did she eat? She did. Let's just get her to back up in here, come back up in here and dance a little bit. But she essentially was talking about how Sienna probably would act towards her little sister, how Orlin would probably act to her little sister Sienna. And the main, one thing that stuck out to me is that she probably would pick on Orlin. That this is what Olivia Hunt said. She probably would pick on Orlin for basically not looking like a typical pure-blooded witch, and I found that very interesting because I feel like something that's probably something that Orlin may have done. You know, she has this personification or this amplified life in terms of her always being perceived as pure and the best of Queen Mora's children, maybe. And so having a sister, maybe I feel like Orlin, guys. I feel like she kind of just by knowing about her aunt Oren, she kind of is a little bit distant with her sisters, and I can see that already because as you guys can see, Sienna was born, but she does not have a high relationship with her. Unlike her brother Pluto, she kind of has a better relationship with Pluto, but with Princess Sienna is not she doesn't hate her, but she does not like her. I'm not never mind. She doesn't hate her, but she does not she's not close with her either. She's indifferent about Sienna. And I think the main reason is because she's heard about Arwen, and she is kind of she kind of keeps, I think, in her mind her sisters at a distance because of that, or her sister at a distant distance because of that. And the reason is because she probably fears that maybe one day Sienna may take what is hers. And so I feel like maybe Orlin might kind of bully Sienna in the future, uh, mainly because of the fact that she's more vampiric than a witch, and she doesn't even have the typical silver hair of a witch. She doesn't have platinum hair, and she doesn't have the silver hair, and she has these beautiful dusty blonde curls that is not common, but I find so cute. And another comment I think she made was that maybe Sienna might be more inclined to get closer with her sister, her aunt Minerva, because maybe Minerva, she's more inclined to her vampiric side, and uh, all of this other stuff about basically maybe Sienna might start to see the vampiric side more appealing because she might end up getting more closer to Minerva due to the fact that her older sister is pushing her away, which is also a possibility. But we would just have to see what is in store for our young Princess Sienna. I think she's going to be so adorable, and I can't wait for her to become the future princess of Sunstone. She's very different from princesses that we've had before. She's a lot like Mora in a way, I say, with the hair color. A shocking thing that happened with her. But I'm excited to kind of go ahead and explore these topics with her. I don't know why the game is trying so hard to not want me to put this baby inside of this crib, but we're gonna try it. Um, let's go ahead and put Princess Sienna to bed. Is she tired? She kind of is, so she could go to sleep. But I do want to get Nara and Amelia's pregnancies underway, and hopefully Queen Moira's pregnancy as well. So we're gonna go to the harem right after we try to go ahead and get Tristan and Capheus basically with a child with Nara and Amelia. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with the senior of the two, and Nara aged up first. So I am going to go ahead and get her and Tristan to kind of go off somewhere. Uh, maybe let's get them to come outside. And I might get Amelia and Capheus to go off somewhere too. So they're gonna go ahead and consummate their marriages in a very fairy-esque way. Let's get her to do a romantic introduction because I guess she doesn't know Capheus formally yet. But I'm gonna come back, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get Amelia and Nara's marriages, um, their consummations done, and when they're done, I'll come right back. Okay, so right now we are about to get Nara to try for a baby in the sky with Tristan. So that's exactly what she's about to ask because they have gotten to a point to where they can ask. And then Amelia, I am doing this simultaneously. She's still trying to work up the courage to basically consummate her marriage with Capheus. So hopefully we can get that done. Oh, it looks like Nara and him are about to try. Yeah, they are. Good. Okay, so they're about to consummate their marriage. Um, and right after that happens, we're gonna get her to take a pregnancy test, and if she's pregnant, we're gonna move him back inside the barracks, and we're gonna move her at Star Castle. She's gonna spend the rest of her pregnancy. She's gonna spend all of her time at Star Castle. Actually, she's gonna until basically there is up for a new council reappointment. She's going to basically live at Star Castle, and we might jump over when she's ready to give birth. But let's come back over here to Amelia. She's over here still talking to Capheus. They're taking their sweet time. Okay, so they're trying for a baby. I'm gonna just focus on them right now because it's just taking these two forever to. Maybe I should reset them. Maybe that's what's going on because they're having a hard time coordinating here. Let's get her to compliment his appearance, to embrace him, kiss his cheek. Come on, be romantical. And I know you guys are probably wondering, like, Ronald, you're giving us a lot of content. Yes, I am feeding you guys 3 episodes and I think 6 days. So I'm recording this episode at 2:27 on Friday. So I'm gonna hopefully try to get this video edited for you guys, and then I'm gonna post it on YouTube. And hopefully by maybe tonight, maybe around 7 o'clock, we will go ahead and have this video up. So let's go ahead and get Nara to take a pregnancy test. And then we have Amelia over here still trying to romance Capheus up here. And then after we get these two done, we're going to go ahead and get the queen here. Oh, put your daughter in her crib now. Put Sienna to bed. We're going to get the queen to start getting ready to go to her harem to basically try for a baby as well. So, Nara, you're going to go ahead and take a pregnancy test. Let's see what you're going to have. It was a nice little wedding, you know. They had their wedding, double wedding at the castle, the two of them, and the mother seer was present for their wedding and things of that nature, which is nice. Now it is going to be very interesting to see what happens within these two marriages. Oh my god. Okay, so Nara is pregnant, so a Ether is going to be born to Nara. She's going to go ahead and tell Tristan the big news. So that's good. That's good. I'm happy for her. Let's go ahead and focus on Amelia. Okay, so it looks like they are almost done with their actions. So let's go ahead and get them to do a first kiss. Now, before I do cut, because I think I will cut really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and move out Nara, and I'm gonna come back. Well, I'm gonna get her to go ahead and essentially tell Tristan first, because he deserves to know. But it's gonna be very interesting to see how these marriages go, because the Queen's Guard, they can't leave the castle unless it's permitted by the Queen, and so they are going to have lives where their husbands are not going to be present most of the time, which is kind of sad. Now, out of the two, I feel like the ones that would take it the hardest probably would be Nara. Let's go ahead and do a suave kiss, and then after you do a suave kiss, you can go ahead and blow a kiss, and then after you blow a kiss, you can go ahead and hold hands with him. Nara, I feel like would take it the hardest, because I feel like out of the two of them, the one who likes their newfound husband the most probably would be Princess Nara. And I say that because she just had like a really good impression of him at first, and I don't know, she just gives the fact that she's kind of in love with Tristan, and probably wishes to be around him a lot. She just gives me that impression, I feel. And maybe she doesn't. I don't know. I don't really know Nara that well, because I don't really focus on her character that much. But, you know, she's going to be the future High Lady of Star Castle. So, you know, it's probably going to be hard for her to kind of raise her children away from court. So it probably would be beneficial if she was on the council in the future, so that she can be near Tristan. Otherwise, she's going to have to visit the castle a lot to even see her husband. And then we have Amelia over here, who I think likes Capheus, but I don't really think that he's like her taste, because I don't know, maybe I kind of feel, guys, because this happened out of nowhere. Apparently her and Hestia are still flirting with each other, because now they have a romance bar. So I feel like maybe Amelia might be fine with the life of maybe not having her husband always near, and so she might get acquainted with the fact that she might have a lover somewhere else. I'm kind of leaning towards making her and Hestia lovers because they just keep on flirting with one another. Maybe Hestia sees her marriage with Figaro as more of a friendly thing, and maybe Amelia might have feelings for Capheus, or she may find him attractive, or maybe she won't, or maybe she don't. But I feel like maybe she really wants Hestia, and so I think I'm gonna try to make that happen because the two of them keep flirting in private and stuff of that nature. So I don't think that she's gonna have a hard time basically dealing with the fact that her husband is not going to always be near, especially now that she has her own castle. She can truly, oh, they could try for a baby. I might as well not just cut then. I will probably cut for Queen Moira's to go to the harem, but yeah, I don't think that she's probably going to be that broken about the fact that essentially her okay they are going to go ahead and try for a baby now, consummate their marriage. She's not going to be too distraught about the fact that her husband is not going to always be in her life. I think she's going to be quite comfortable with the idea because I think she's going to find love somewhere else, um, apart from Nara, who I think her love will be Tristan, and the only probably love she will have for a very long time. So she needs to hope that maybe Queen Mora will put her on the council in the future, because if she doesn't, she's not going to see her husband often. I think there will be times where the Queen will permit Tristan to go to Star Castle, or for Nara to spend a little bit of time at Odina Castle, not Odina, but Elodie Castle, so that she can basically spend some time with her husband. But for the most part, he is going to basically be at Elodie Castle protecting his queen in the barracks. Now, the trait, oh no, you guys know her trait, but you guys didn't see Amelia age up. But the trait that she did randomize, guys, was active. She got a new trait recently called, oh, not called, but she got the new trait recently, cheerful. Just talking to people. So I just let her keep it. But she's an active girl, which I think is good, because she is the Lady Knight. Even though she's also a coward and squeamish, she's a very she's a very interesting character because the fact that she's the Lady Knight, and she's, you know, one of the main things I talked about Amelia's personality was is that she was very much a person who was in fear of war because she grew up during a time of war. So I think that that's what made her into a squeamish coward. But she's also active, and so she is afraid of war. But I feel like maybe she is kind of going to. She's starting to prepare herself for like basically the outcome of uh, anything maybe happening in life. Maybe being a lady knight kind of matured her in a way, and she's striving to be more of a stronger a stronger councilwoman, because before I kind of feel like Amelia is kind of meek as the lady knight. She's not one of the best lady knights in the world, but maybe coming into her role as a lady knight, she feels that she needs to kind of step up her game, and so she's become more athletic. And with that being said, I have built two new rooms inside the castle off screen. I thought it was about time. I have built the training room. Let me go ahead and turn on all lights. I built the training room right here, so this is how it looks. I love the way it turned out. This is very, very nice. It's very cute in my opinion, but this is a training room, so she's gonna definitely start using this a lot more often. And this is the prayer room, as you guys saw in the beginning of the episode. It's a lot smaller than our last, but I love the way it turned out. This is where they will come to pray to the goddess. So this is essentially the two new rooms that I have built within the castle. Tell me guys what you think about it. I try my best to decorate really nicely, but they're side by side. These were two things that we were missing in the castle beforehand, but I've added them in on the lower floor of the palace. So come on, Amelia, let's go ahead and see if you're pregnant along with Nara. Oh, and also, guys, Dune Dust ended up having two kittens, Frary and Edis. So Frary is the little boy and Edis is a little girl. So it looks like, guys, the Princess Orlin may have a little familiar very, very soon. The two kittens of Dune Dust and Merlin. Are you pregnant? Oh, okay. That's surprising. I was not expecting that. So Amelia and Nara are both pregnant. So she's gonna go ahead and tell Capheus. Um, but since their wedding, Nara and Amelia's wedding, was successful, I will see you guys back at the harem, where the queen will basically select her next consort. Okay, guys, so we are here at the harem with Queen Moira. She's sitting up in here with her six concubines and, of course, the mistress Elaine Crescent. So, right now, guys, also, Elaine is pregnant as well. She's pregnant and in her second trimester, third trimester in 2 hours, though. If you guys didn't know, because I don't think I really talked about it, Mistress Elaine is married to Malik, who was the former husband to Lady Isabel. So she's now married to Lord Malik Crescent, or he was Lord Malik Tarth, originally a Bennett. So he was born a Bennett actually, but the queen decided to basically marry basically all of the Bennett members and of course any male that was unmarried at the time to members of her household that were loyal to her. So Mistress Elaine has indeed married Malik Crescent. But yes, we are currently here in the harem. She's going to go ahead and choose which one will go in tonight. I remember last time, guys, when Queen Moira was selected to basically have a child with Caleb and successfully had a daughter named Sienna, little Sienna. uh, I remember someone told me, a few people actually told me that maybe Elaine sent Caleb in to basically humble Queen Moira to kind of try to see if she was really truly rid of her vampiric past. And she's not particularly close with Moira, and maybe she isn't like, and maybe it's like that for a reason. I don't really know much about Elaine, but I do know she's arrogant. So she may have done that to kind of humble the queen in a way, like trying to. She may not be as loyal as we think to Queen Moira. Maybe trying to humble the queen and show her who she really is by having a child with Caleb and creating another vampiric kid. But surprisingly, her child came out looking somewhat like a witch. So the humbling effect didn't really do much to the queen. I feel she kind of is still on top. But yes, that is something that definitely Elaine did or could have. She probably wasn't trying to be malicious. She probably just sent her in there to kind of continue this alliance that they do have with Hollow. Because, of course, when Moira did take the throne, one of her things was that if she wanted the help of Vlad, she would have to take Caleb as not a husband because he didn't want to do that to his granddaughter, but a concubine. And so she took one of Vlad's nobles to as a concubine, and she eventually had a daughter with him, named Sienna. So I find that very, very interesting. But we're going to go ahead and roll over to the dice, and I'm going to go ahead and roll to see who and which one of these people will in fact breed with the queen at the middle of the night. Okay, so here we are at the dice, guys, and I do kind of want to roll for two things actually. We're going to roll for Queen Moira's partner, and we're also going to go ahead and roll to see whether or not Princess Hestia, the mother seer, will indeed die from her childbirth because she just gave birth. I did check through the family tree. She had a daughter who she named Anne, but I'm going to rename the child. I think what I'm going to name her daughter, since it's Anne, we're going to name her Arwen after basically her sister to kind of pay homage to Arwen for losing their sister, you know. So I think Hestia is going to name her daughter Arwen. She did have a little girl with Figaro, so that's kind of nice. So we're going to go ahead and roll to see if she passes from her childbirth. So 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so it looks like our mother here has died from childbirth, guys. This is so tragic. I'm not going to kill her immediately because I do have a few things to do, but that is so. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get out the 12-sided die. Um, I'm sorry, I'm a little drained right now because I'm a little sad about the death of, excuse me, about the death of Hestia. She's passed away, and I was so excited because I was hoping to start a romance between her and Amelia, but that's all gone now. But as we all know, 1 through 2 is Zar, 3 through 4 is Samir, 5 through 6 is El, 7 through 8 is Kylus, 9 through 10 is Heron, and 11 through 12 is Caleb. So 1, 2, 3. Guys, okay, so it does end up being L this time. Okay, okay, all right. I mean, that's the one thing to be happy about, aside from the death of Hestia that's gonna come soon. I don't think Hestia is gonna die this episode, guys, because I have something. I already know what I'm gonna end this episode off with, and it's not going to be with Hestia's death. It's gonna be with the Victor's news. So, um, I guess I'll see you guys back at the castle. Okay, guys, so we are back, and right now we have all of the harem members, of course, outside of the harem as they await for the queen to consummate her union with Elle. Now, I am sure Elle is very happy about the outcome of what's going on right now because he has been pining over Moira since he was a teenage boy, and now he's finally getting a chance to, of course, breed with her and father, maybe, hopefully, a daughter. I'm hoping for, because I do want Elle to give Queen Moira a daughter. So let's go ahead and embrace him afterwards, after you get your first kiss in. But yes, Elle has been wanting this for a while, and there has been some romantic tension between Moira and Elle for a very long time, and it's probably nice for Moira to release it, and for Elle to kind of release it because he's been pining over her the longest. And I'm pretty sure this is like a dream come true for him because he's finally being able to, touch Moira in a way that he's never gotten to touch her before. So let's do a kiss. I'm a pro at these romantic options. Let's do a tender neck kiss as after that, and offer him a rose. Um, then you can go ahead. I think they're ready to try for a baby. Oh, not yet. Let's go ahead and kiss his hands. And yeah, try for a baby with Elle. So we're gonna go ahead and get the queen to go ahead and try for a baby. Yeah, it could be steamy. I get that vibe that Moira and Elle are a steamy pair. Okay, all right. Enough with the romance, guys. Come on. But this is interesting though because none of these bags got to get, none of them got chosen, and I wonder how Zara feels because he hasn't really, oh wow, their romantic relationship has gone down a lot. I guess it's because they haven't been romantic with each other in a while. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she loves Zari, like he's her first love, but they haven't been that close as of late, and I'm pretty sure he's probably hurting about the fact that um the queen is trying for another child with another person. Elle, for example, a prince. And then Kylus was her second baby father. And then Caleb, I feel like Caleb, guys, he likes Moira. Moira isn't really interested in him, but I feel like he is really enamored with the queen and wishes to be by her side. But of course, as we all know, Moira doesn't really like Caleb because of, essentially, he's a vampire. All right. Let's go ahead and get the queen to take a pregnancy test. Come on, Queenie. All right, I have the door locked. All right, now you can go ahead and take your pregnancy test. Hopefully, she does end up pregnant because that would be so tragic if she did not. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I have to go do something really quickly. But let's go ahead and get the queen to do what again? What is she doing? Oh, she's taking a pregnancy test. Oh, I forgot that she just got that trying for baby with Elle. Short term memory. Let's see. Lack of communication is causing a fear of being alone. So maybe she needs to talk to Elle to kind of fix their relationship. because she has this fear of being alone. Queen Moira is experiencing intense anxiety and fear due to decreased romantic satisfaction in their relationship. If left alone, she would become tense and sad, and their satisfaction decreases. I don't know why it took me tooth and nail to say that. Oh, she's pregnant. Good, good, good. So she's gonna go ahead and tell Elle the good news. You know, guys, I don't usually do this with the queen, but I kind of want to see what she's gonna have. Um, and shoot me in the leg. But I really want to see if she's gonna have a daughter for Elle. All right. Oh, it looks like she's gonna have twins, guys. A boy and a girl. Interesting. Well, I mean, she is fertile. I did give her this like reward trait because she had a lot of satisfaction points, or reward points, and I give her the fertile trait. So she's gonna have twins with Elle, a boy and a little girl. Interesting. I'm excited. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and come back. I'm gonna go ahead and get the queen to rest, and I'm gonna see you guys when Victor comes back to court. Actually, guys, I'm coming back because I just got the want to ask basically Queen Moira to be his lover, um, which is so crazy to me. So he wishes to basically be another favorite of Queen Moira, which I'm not opposed to allowing him to ask her. So let's go ahead and actually get him to ask the queen to basically, can he be his favorite? Can he be her favorite? And let's see what Queen Moira says. He wishes to be one of the favorite concubines to Queen Moira. So let's see if she will accept. Come on. Oh, it looks like the queen accepted. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. All right. So now that has happened, what's this want? Woohoo with her. Kiss queen. Oh God. We can get him to kiss her. But now that this has all happened, I will go ahead and see you guys back at the castle. Well, back at the main household when Victor arrives. Okay, guys, so we are back, and it is 6 a.m. in the morning. Basically 2 hours after Queen Moira tried for her baby, but right now she's in the council room talking to her father, hearing the news about Vlad. Um, so guys, Victor has come to tell his daughter that essentially Vlad is okay with everything that's happened. He is happy about the fact that, well, I'm not gonna say he's happy about it, but he's gonna tell his daughter that Vlad is okay with the fact that essentially, you're not a vampire anymore. He doesn't even want you to come to Hollow to basically turn anymore. He has basically had a new outlook on life, and he has basically he accepted more for who he has accepted more for who she is essentially. Um, but he has come to tell his daughter basically that Vlad has new terms within his alliance. Um, and those terms is that he wishes for Minerva to marry Vladislaus. So essentially, guys, King Vladislaus, he has decided to um, he's decided that it's okay that Mora does not want to be a vampire anymore, but I will instead essentially take Minerva to Hollow when she's of age, of course. Um, Really not even of age, but he's gonna take Minerva to to Hollow to marry his grandson Prince Vladislaus when they are both of even age. Prince Victor has told the queen that when Minerva is halfway through her teenage life, she will go to Hollow and she will wed the young Vladislaus. He's growing up into a healthy young man, and he recently just aged up into a teenager as well. And Minerva is not too far away from becoming a teenager. She is one day, and she's going to basically be a teenager. But essentially, um, Prince Vlad here, Prince Victor. I'm sorry, I keep getting my words confused. Prince Victor has told his daughter. She's like, what? He's told his daughter of the new terms that Vlad has offered her. In order to keep the peace between Hollow and Sirius, Vlad wishes for Minerva to marry Ladislaus, um, to basically smooth over basically her bad decisions, to kind of placate her grandfather, to make sure that everything is okay between their two countries. And I don't think that the council would disagree with this idea, because people already kind of look at Minerva sideways because of the fact that she has dye in her hair and that she has black hair. And she's not the typical witch. Very dark princess, if you ask me. But uh, yeah, they kind of side at Minerva, and I think that her council may be more inclined to kind of get rid of Minerva, even though that's so sad to say, but I feel like that's what her council would think. Maybe we should just kind of, they wouldn't say that, but the feelings that I get from them, they would probably just want to get rid of Minerva so she wouldn't be a problem for Moira later on and howing to go about marrying her off. So I think that the council, hearing this news from their prince father, from Vlad himself, they would kind of be more susceptible, acceptable to the idea of Minerva going off and marrying Vlad when she is a teenager, halfway through her life as a teen. And um, I think the queen would not be into this at first, but maybe Jaleesa would put her input in, and she would tell the queen that it's a good idea that they should marry. It would it would kind of placate Hollow, and Minerva will be in vampiric politics. She will be raised eventually to become a queen of Hollow. So Minerva will eventually become a queen, guys, whenever the centuries passed for Vlad, if he ever passes away. But she will eventually become a queen consort, but not a queen of Sirius, not a queen regnant. She will basically be a queen consort of Hollow. And it will prove to keep an everlasting alliance between Hollow and Sirius. And so I think Moira, I think begrudgingly, she would kind of, Minerva is like her daughter. She doesn't want to pass her daughter off, and um, says just some random people, of course, and she, even though she was raised to be part vampire, she kind of fears that side of her family. So this kind of idea that Minerva will go to this kingdom and stay there permanently, not temporarily, like when she did a visit. The queen allowed for her sister to go visit her grandfather with her permission, with a queen's guard and her protection. But if she's there permanently, her queen's guard cannot stay there permanently. They're a queen's guard for a reason. They're there to protect the queen. So I think the queen is a little worried for Minerva, but for the sake of politics and keeping peace between Hollow and Sirius, for basically um, it's almost like an insult that she did what she did to the vampires. So she's trying to smooth these things over, and Vlad is coming to his daughter saying, yeah, Vlad is okay with you being not a vampire. He's okay with you doing what you did, but in return, Minerva must be raised to one day become Queen of Hollow and one day marry the Prince Vladislaus, Lucifer's son. So that is something that Queen Moira is definitely thinking about, and I think that she will accept her father's wishes. So she's gonna do a smooth apology, and she's gonna go ahead and tell him that she accepts this, and hopefully, hopefully Vlad will basically be hopefully Vlad will be comfortable with this new reality, and all she wishes for is that Minerva spends as much time with her as possible before she does go over to Hollow. And she's gonna be the one to break the news to Minerva that she's betrothed to basically Vladislaus now, her cousin. But I think Moira is going to very much cherish these last few years that she will have with Minerva before she does go off to Hollow. This Minerva is like her daughter. She helped raise Minerva, so it's gonna be hard for her to let her sister go, I feel. But while she is at this council table, guys, I think she is gonna go ahead and tell her ladies the big news that she is indeed pregnant. Um, Apart from this grim news that her daughter and sister Minerva will have to essentially go to Hollow one day and marry Vladislaus, is very sad news for her. but it's something that she's going to have to accept. Oh, and Orlin is in the background, so she is listening to everything that is going on right now. So I wonder what she's going to do with this information. She's at council meetings for a reason, guys. She's going to be the future queen, so she's going to sit and listen in as the queen wants for her daughter. But yes, this is something that definitely Moira is, looking into, and she's telling her ladies now that she's pregnant again with Al's child. So this is very exciting for her, and this is Princess Amelia's brother. So Al is Princess Amelia's brother, so it's probably very great that the queen is pregnant with her lady knight's brother. So let's see. Oh yeah, the big news is right there. So she's gonna go ahead and tell her cousin here, Amelia, the big news that, of course, is this is Al's child that she's carrying. And as you guys can see, I did give Amelia a bit of a makeover. So this is how she looks with the new Mortalum Coven. I decided that nobody really has the colors pink as their family colors. So I decided to make Amelia's family colors pink. So the Mortalum Coven will have the pink colors. And so this is her new outfit and her everyday wear. But she's going to go ahead and tell the queen, or the queen is going to tell her that she is carrying, of course, Al's child. So it's good news and bad news, guys. The queen is pregnant, but she also has to kind of give up her daughter, her sister, to people that she's really not close with. She's really not close with her father's side of the family, but it is essentially what has happened, how the cookie has crumbled. But one thing I feel like Jaleesa would tell Victor to do is, well, now that that has gone on the way, you can leave the table. Because one of the things is that, Victor cannot have a place at this council table anymore. So she will probably, insult him a little bit and tell him to leave. Hopefully, Jaleesa goes ahead and says what she has to say to him. Let's see. Are you ready, Jaleesa? Are you going to say it, or are you going to not? Go ahead. Oh, there she goes. But she's gonna be like, "Yo, well, now that the council meeting is over, you can leave. You you can leave. The what we said still stands, and you are not a part of this council. You are just here to tell us what Vlad has said. So let's just give Vlad Victor to get up really quickly. Next episode, we are going to focus on a little bit of what's going on with Hollow and the Queen between our two countries. The Queen is definitely going to go ahead and send a letter instead of sending her father back over to Hollow and telling them of the terms. And maybe she might alter a few things with this agreement with Minerva and Hollow so that she can spend a little bit of time with Minerva before she does eventually go. So yes. Anyway, guys, my name is Rana the Simmer, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.